podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm actually
Shut the fuck up!
Motherfucker!
What the fuck?
He's here.
Who are you?
I'm a third guy.
You're the third guy?
We have third guy energy
we have a
now.
Third guy. He's been here before.
Aw, dang. I've been here the whole time.
Play the music. Play the music, future Chris. You're not.
Way up on the tiny strings.
I'm truly sorry about all of this. I don't know why you still listen.
I really hope you edit all this out and put some sound file in it.
No. I'm just going to tell you that this makes me want to kill myself.
Shit. Anyway, hey, I'm Hewitt.
I'm Chris, and we have our friend Jebediah.
Jebabiah.
How did you make it more racist? It's Jedediah.
How did you make it like a toddler was talking into a microphone?
Hello, my name is Jebediah.
My name
I
is
own a
Jebediah.
plantation.
Hi, guys. How are you? I'm also here.
So we normally go through a very long and lengthy, not anything to do with the sci-fi stuff, or any of the paranormal stuff, or the ghosty stuff, or any of that. However, two of us, including the third guy,
Two of us, including the third guy,
including the side piece.
Damn, I feel downgraded.
So are we just saying that, like, as he's on his phone, he's the side piece?
We're now the throuple. Our wives have... Okay, one, Grave, your wife, and my wife have made jokes about us dating. And then, at the wedding that the event we're going to talk about happened at, I heard 4 people refer to the 2 fat bearded men as a couple, one of which did a really good job as a DJ, and the other was an amazing officiant. So when
DJ's a stretch.
So here's the thing.
DJ is a stretch.
Really
I'm not denying anything else, but DJ was a stretch.
So our good friend Emily Erie, who has been published with 2 books now and is doing a tour on Comic-Cons, sent me a picture of her holding my wife going, "I have stole your wife. You're now single." And I said, "Hey, it's okay. Apparently I have an alleged boyfriend." And I sent her a picture of me and Jed hugging each other that someone else took and sent me, thinking that we were legit a couple at Kyle's wedding.
We're a cute couple. We're a couple bears.
Yeah, y'all.
We're just a couple bears cuddling for warmth.
We've both grown beards. We both are wearing... You know what's funny is we both wore similar colors both days at the wedding.
Yeah,
that's fair. You see, that's why it happened. That's why it happened.
Not gonna lie, I had to tell Tyler we were not a couple.
It's like, look, I get where you're coming from.
We would have pushed those tiny ass beds together because we would have had a full size mattress.
Where we're coming from is behind each other.
Ha ha! What happened? I came up north.
Switch.
Any case, so...
it's like y'all have to play Switch until I'm in the... No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Lucky Pierre, we're all about you.
What are we even... Like, okay,
we are talking about the propylaeum in Indianapolis, Indiana.
But
which is the problem?
But before you do that, is there anything we want to talk about before... Because usually, like, in the podcast, we like to banter a bit.
I had some frustrations at work. They were resolved. I'm doing principal stuff without being a principal. What you got going?
I was rejected on a what is it? What was I? Thank you. I like the thing is I completely forgot because like at the time I was like, yeah, this is very important, and then after it happened, I was like, this actually isn't that important.
Hey, Goosehead, they're lost.
Yeah, no, it's just typical insurance banter. Insert here. I was talking to a guy who works at a car dealership, and he and I were joking about it earlier. It's as if a lot of people who go to buy things these days are fucking kindergartners. because they show up with half an idea and half the money, and then they realize they don't have any of the things they need, and they leave sad and waste my day.
Hey, Jed, can you get me insurance for $20 a month?
No.
But I want it.
I don't give a shit.
That's really fucking tough, bro.
I don't get insurance for $20 a month, and I'm in the business for a decade.
If you're a Mondami, you can get it.
That's not how that works.
If I was like, hey, baby,
the answer
I can rock your world,
then my world would remain unrocked.
Hey, here's the deal. You have to say that to the CEO of a company.
It doesn't matter. Like, the math isn't there. Like, I need you
Peter Thiel.
I need you guys to understand. If you're paying $5,000 a month,
would Peter Thiel
not a month? If you're paying $5,000 a year for a house that costs $500,000 a year, it takes you 100 years to get to that $500,000. But within that 100 years, that house is most likely going to have 1 to 2 to 20 different claims. And so, $5,000 a year for a $100,000 house is not enough mathematically by itself. And so the concept of insurance is crazy.
So it's magic.
Can I say one thing? Do you think Peter Thiel would give us a discount if I said I was the Antichrist and not suck his dick?
How?
Peter Thiel will only give us a discount if it's through a Louisville Slugger.
I don't imagine any person as rich or richer than Peter Thiel giving anyone any kind of discount that doesn't also benefit themselves.
That's one of the only thing I could see Peter Thiel giving anybody. Chlamydia.
Wait, what?
Chlamydia.
Clap.
Hewitt, what are we talking about today?
The propylaeum.
Clap. Which is a problem.
Propylaeum. So, let me give you some history of the propylaeum.
Problem.
In 1888, a group of women in the city of Indianapolis formed a corporation. The goal was to buy and hold a building for the arts community and improvement specifically of the female persuasion. This was to allow women a place to be creative, but also to do their own thing, own their own land, and support other women in owning property and having full rights, because in the 1800s that wasn't a fucking thing.
Right. I mean, it was the 1800s. What am I?
Yeah.
Now, they chose the name propylaeum because it means vestibule or entrance of an architectural, and it is importance for building an enclosure gateway. So in other words, these women would form the gateway for younger generations to have the rights that they were denied, and they would fight tooth and nail and hammer, knife, and sickle to get them.
So it's the opening.
It is the opening, and they would fight it. They would fight for it.
What is the shape of it?
Don't be the fucking problem.
Don't be the propylaeum.
Now, anyway, Mary Wright Sewell was elected the first president and made it the organization's goal.
Organization's goal?
The organization's goal to be
Organism's goal?
I hate both of you. To be a gateway for women's leadership within the community, you misogynistic shits.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna,
Yeah. Don't be the fucking patriarchy over there, Grave.
It tracks.
Oh, darn.
Totally tracks.
Oh, dang.
White men over here telling women they can't do their shit.
Look, I am
what was that? What was that? I just heard patriarchy out your mouth. I just heard oppression. I just heard I support certain acts in Congress along with a bald man from Pennsylvania.
Fuck you. No, fuck you. Piece of shit. I will jump. Give me something to throw at this asshole. I would throw this beer, but it's good.
Would you say that you're a little fettered by that?
I'm gonna fucking. Oh my god.
Fuck that, man. Anyway. So they picked the Acropolis in Athens as their symbol, and is still the symbol of the propylaeum today, that they use the original, unadulterated, un-British, slightly blown up Acropolis as their image.
Okay.
Athena is their patron. And they're all about women's everything.
Hell yeah.
Now, in 1891, the organization opened their original building on 17 East Street. This is now today in the War Memorial in the middle of town. Goosehead and I were near it when we went to a Whole Foods to buy copious amounts of beer. He was like, "What's that?" And then we drove by it. And then we're like, we still don't know what. And then we realized we were driving by a World War I memorial that took up 3 goddamn blocks. Like, lights on the buildings. It itself is the biggest circle we've ever gone through. Like, Dukes of Hazzard tried to jump that shit. They gonna pull a Tony Hawk and flip.
There's a lot of big circles around here.
And this is Indianapolis, my dude. That is a whole half a day plus up north.
Whole half a day of circles.
Too many circles.
Yeah.
So many circles.
By half a day, I mean like 12 fucking hours.
Jesus.
That is literally half
Literally
a day.
half a day.
I don't know what else you could have meant by literally half a day.
He was acting like he didn't understand that.
I mean,
How did you not understand that?
If he said 24 hours.
If he said half a day, it means 12.
Hewitt, are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine, but you're over here like, yes, a 6-hour drive, yes. A business incursion, yes.
I'm going to be
Negative.
a little bit of a smartass.
Really?
Only a little bit?
Little bit? Tiny bit?
Oh.
Are we going 3/4 or full?
I'm full ass.
Well, judging by the size of his ass, it's
3/4.
It's 3/4.
Look, motherfuckers, I've been working on it. I've been doing glute
He's trying
exercise.
In the gym, working on my fitness.
I'm over here
Working
trying
on
to
my
talk
fitness.
about women's
Hell yeah.
rights, and now we're talking about Graves Dumpy.
He's my witness.
I'm working on my dumpy, and it's looking
He's
good.
like over here, I like your booty, but I'm not.
I mean, you can be gay if you like my booty. I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry, that's one of my favorite Aqua Teen Hunger Force songs ever.
It's dumb.
Dump
It's
trucks.
kind of homophobic, but it still sticks in my head.
Dump trucks, derriere, jiggle jams, pudding cups. Jiggle jams and pudding cups get me every time.
We're talking.
Are
Are we talking about something that is like spooky?
We hurt Jed.
I'm not sober enough for this concept.
Like, we're supposed to be talking about, like...
Yes, we're continuing. So, today the War Memorial stands there. It quickly became a hub for lectures, concerts, clubs, meetings, and advocacy work, and played a key role in the women's suffrage movement. Indiana was not far behind Wyoming for giving women the right to vote.
Wow, Indiana is actually progressive on some things?
Yeah, like 100 fucking years ago.
Still counts.
And
Yeah,
then
we're-
they were like, it's time for the KKK. Let's do this, boys.
Bum, 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 bum. As they walk down the street. In any case, the original site was destroyed for the monument, so the organization needed to move. In 1923, the propylaeum purchased the Schmidt-Schoff Mansion at 1410 North Delaware Street. The Schmidt-Schoff Mansion was built in 1890 to 1891. It is a Queen Anne revival, 3-story plus a basement, and according to at least one source, a half basement. But we didn't get to go down there because it was an apartment. Also, we were very limited in where we got to go, weren't we?
You say very limited. We touched every part of that house that wasn't that basement apartment.
Or other people's bedrooms.
I went in there.
Did you go in other people's bedrooms?
Yeah.
You're just walking in there?
Okay, as
Not
long as
just
I'm not
walking in there. I didn't know. I was told to go get some stuff from the bride, but I didn't know which room the bride was in, so I ended up walking into 2 other bedrooms. And then I walked into hers.
So you didn't do like me and walk into the conference room to confront something?
No.
Cool. We'll get to that later. Now, like I said a second ago, it's a Queen Anne revival 3-story brick-clad building with a 2-story outbuilding and a basement.
Yep.
It has a large front covered porch that partially wraps around the front of the house. The first floor has large rooms with high ceilings that are well over 10 feet tall. Each of the main rooms have a coal-burning fireplace with ornate mantle specifically designed for each room. The foyer has ornate dark wood crown molding, wainscoting, and a massive hardwood staircase whose handrail does not reach plumb depth.
Also known as the handrail for the second floor stopped around your balls sack.
It did not even get... It was barely above the knee, Jed. Not even ball height.
It's one of those ones where it couldn't stop you from falling over if you were drunk.
You're gonna die.
It couldn't stop my kids from falling over if they were just being kids.
Okay, to be fair, your kids aren't falling over it. One of your sons is flipping over it, dropping down to the bottom level and ninja warring his way.
The first one was 100% intentional. The second one was trying to imitate the first and got hurt. I understand what the two were doing. It just didn't help that the guardrail was small.
No. The fact that that thing barely came above our knees was a very high level of concern.
It's not okay.
And it's why we went up the servant stairwell every goddamn time, other than when we did white girl dancing.
It's not 100% why. It's also because we're of lower class and don't deserve the nice, beautiful stairwell.
You know what? Don't remind me of my baseness.
What is baseness?
You don't deserve it.
I am very base.
It's a beautiful stairwell, and you go up the crooked one in the back.
What is base in this scenario? Because I only know internet slang for base.
We're going to get to that when we talk about our personal experiences, because Goosehead and I both got stuck in the servants' quarters on the third floor. In beds we didn't fit. We were bigger than the beds.
We fit perfectly.
Y'all fit perfectly together?
No. Okay.
The top of my head was at the top of the bed, and the bottom of my feet was just beyond the bottom of the bed and into the railing of the bed, which meant that I couldn't roll off the bed because my feet got hung in the rails.
I had to sleep corner to corner. Like, he's slightly taller than me. And I had to angle myself on this single mattress.
Because you were bothered by the whole foot getting caught in the footboard.
Yes, I didn't want my feet being caught in the tines of the fucking foot.
If I wake up with a twisted ankle but not on the floor, I'm good.
I would wake up with the bed on top of me with the way I flail.
Stop flailing so much. Learn to breathe when you sleep.
I'm sorry, dear listener. I'm just here because
they put us in the maid's room.
Okay, so time out.
And we slightly fucked up the beds.
I'm just picturing y'all trying to put the beds together.
It should be noted that they put us on the third floor. Okay, right?
Yep.
Third floor.
While on the third floor, there were two choices. There was the maid's room, which was the one we chose, that had two very small twin beds, smaller than twin, but still small twin beds.
Not even as long as a fucking twin.
Yeah, small twins. And the other room had
dolls.
Had 3 beds in it, a bunch of old dolls and old kid toys, and was
plus the slight weird turret nursery with the fucking funerary baby carrier.
It hit all the wrong vibes.
And we did stick Tyler in that room by himself. We
didn't stick Tyler in that room. He was also forced to the third floor. We didn't know he was going to be forced.
Okay.
We didn't know he was going to be on the third floor, too.
We abandoned him.
We had already picked our beds, and then he showed up, and I'm like, hey.
Fair, he had the full bathroom.
I'll be honest, I don't know what y'all are talking about. We did a brouhaha tonight, and I'm
drunk.
Okay.
I'm not drunk.
We got put on the third floor where the servants' quarters and the kids' quarters were.
Yeah.
One room was the kids' quarters that had 2 single beds and a full.
Uh-huh.
And then it had an L shape because of the way the building was. But since the bottom floor, that was the business office. And it had a nice L. We're on the top, so all the roofs are cutting into the room at a slight angle, which gives it a weird vibe, but kind of a cool vibe. But then above that little juice that shoots out.
The juice that shoots out?
None. Okay, if you're above 5'5", you're ducking to get into what was considered the nursery, because they had a black wicker baby stroller, a bench, a bunch of baby toys. Because when this house was the Schmidt-Schoff mansion, the kids were put up on the floor with the servants, because the servants could then get up and take care of the children. The children had a bedroom. The servants had a bedroom. We were in the maid's room. Before they broke down the wall, there was a secondary maid's room, and then there was the ballroom.
Yeah, and
then there was the room that was the groom's room that would have been a separate bedroom for the butler.
Now, to be fair, I completely understand and agree with the Smith and Shaw families, because the Smith-Shaw mansion was literally two families that got together and decided. Nope, there were two families.
No, yeah, I got the history. We're not there yet.
What?
The Schmidt were there, and then the Scuff or Skull were there after them.
Okay, so I was told this house was built for two families, two households, and they both lived in it at the same time.
No.
Some historian lied to me.
They did.
I did. It was me.
Bastards.
Back to the history. Once we get past the not quite plumb depth handrail, the motives show murals of fish and fowl in the dining room and ornate paintings on the ceiling through most rooms, including hunts, and before they were repainted in the remodel, the Wild Hunt.
So wait, Wild Hunt as in...
Like the German Wild Hunt.
The Wild Hunt.
Led by the Errol King.
Okay, so... We're going like old school.
Yeah, because the Schmidt and the Scoff families are both German immigrants. The edge of the building and the carriage house are clad in rough stone coating. So it has a traditional build, but then they put not brick, but rough stone, and the higher up, there is actual brick on the building to mimic the Tudor style without the cross members. It was built by D.A. Bolin and Sons in fashion of similar buildings downtown. Several have a casterly or castle-y look. And you can attest to this, that several of the buildings down the street we went look like castles, because there were 5 other buildings that had historic markers that offered tours, including one presidential residence. Now, John W. Schmidt was the son of a German immigrant and took over the C.F. Schmidt Brewing Company upon his father's death. Schmidt oversaw the combination of his and 2 other companies to form the Indianapolis Brewing Company, which he was the president, which we saw multiple posters in the groom's room. In 1902, the Schmidts left the home, and Joseph C. Schaff purchased the home. He was the new president of the Indianapolis Brewing Company. He owned the property until it was bought by the propylaeum. The propylaeum bought the property and then retained and renovated the original Victorian grandeur of the state. They had the front doors fully restored with the large wrought iron tree design and large glass windows. The ones that we saw are the third version that have been kept up by the propylaeum.
Okay.
Because the original rusted out, the second rusted out, and the version that we saw was the third version that has been updated.
It was built in 1890. I assumed it had rusted out a little bit.
Now, in 1924, Mary Stewart Carey visited the Children's Museum in Brooklyn.
Time out. She wanted one as in a museum or a child?
She already had one of those, but she wanted children's. She went and saw
a museum or a child. You're not specifying.
Y'all don't know where commas are in the fucking sentence.
We don't. We need you to specify.
So in 1924, she went to Brooklyn, saw a children's museum, and decided that Indianapolis deserved one.
A museum or a child?
A children's museum.
Okay.
So both.
She already had children. They were adults.
So she's combining the children with the museum. to make some horror abomination.
No.
The worst mutant of all.
A children's museum in Brooklyn in 1924, and a year later, she came back to Indianapolis and founded the Children's Museum Association of Indianapolis.
This is a child. We put it in.
It is a museum. She took small donations from local people and businesses, as well as children who donated toys they no longer played with to the museum. The propylaeum rented the 2-story carriage house behind the property for $40 a month to allow her to store this and start the Indianapolis Children's Museum.
But I'll put children in here for $40 a month.
I hate both of you. I hate both of you. Chris is going to have so much fun editing this.
Fun is one way to put it.
I can't breathe.
They're both fucking terrible.
What is that kid? That's like Annie?
Trail mix coming out of my nose.
She wanted to display for an educational purpose scientific toys and mathematical toys for children like the Brooklyn's Children's Museum. And then she got donations from wealthy people.
Why does it have to be the Brooklyns?
Because she went to Brooklyn and saw it, because Brooklyn had the first children's museum in the country. You troglodyte.
Yeah. Troglodyte.
Yeah.
I like how you're the hype man for either one of us in a fucking fight at this moment.
Me?
But, no, I'm talking about him. He's over here like, Dad doesn't pick a favorite. Dad just he's over here being bandit healer, throwing gasoline on both fires, and then going, I live, I die, I live again.
I put gasoline on both fires because I'm cold on the inside.
If we all burn, we're all warm together, right?
If
That
you're
is
not
no,
like
no,
Walmart.
no. That was a terrible thing. In any case, children and other people donated to it so that they would have toys and other things to put on display. Now, the carriage house is mostly used as storage until a larger facility could be found. Many kids went to the carriage house to look at the small displays, and they began doing the first tours of the Indianapolis Children's Museum out of the carriage house behind the propylaeum. So the thing that you and I are both, what the fuck is that? And while smoking cigars, walked over there and saw it said Little Theater. Now, the building still bears the original logo of the Children's Museum, which is very much like the symbol of Poseidon. In 1973, the site was added to the National Registry of Historic Places. The main building's first floor is now a reception and entertainment space. The second and third floors are to rent for events as well as through Airbnb. The basement and carriage house now contain rentable apartments currently vacant because of some certain plumbing issues. Someone clogged the toilet and now they can't live there until they fix it.
So your in-laws live there.
Those plumbing issues are certain.
On the third floor, there's also a display of Carol Lombard. She was an Indiana-born actress who was the highest-paid actress in 1942. She was a big supporter of the American war effort in World War II and was on multiple USO tours throughout the country to gain support for the war. Now, she was also married to Clark Gable, who was in California having an affair at the time with a slightly younger version of her.
What? Wait.
It's just a person that looked exactly the same.
So Carol Lombard was in her 30s, and
Humphrey?
Not Humphrey, that's Humphrey Bogart, but Clark Gable found a 20-something-year-old version of her.
That's weird.
It is, especially if, I didn't write this down, but do you want to know the description that Clark gave of the woman he had an affair with?
I don't know if I do.
I do.
She looked remarkably like my wife, but her breasts were higher, she was slightly taller, and her bout had a slightly better bounce. He found a perkier version of his wife. That's all it was. Here's the thing. Clark Gable was already 8 years older than his wife. This makes it fucking creepy.
It was creepy in the beginning, but it's fine.
I mean,
look,
we didn't need any more.
If his wife is in her 30s and he's in his early or not quite 40s, and the girl he is cheating on his wife with looks like her but is in her 20s, it makes it way creepier for me as a gentleman that is in his 40s. You young bucks over there still with a 3 at the start of your decade.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the same for you at the end of this year, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned 40 in August. But
I turned 39 in August, so next year I'm...
Leo!
Yeah, I'm the old man of the group now.
Be
God
shit.
damn it, Cannon, from running off by not simply being here and not actually running. Now, she had to stay at the Clay Pool Hotel after doing a war bond drive. Now, the thing is, there's some drama here. She was supposed to be in Chicago, and then all of a sudden she was in Indianapolis, and people were like, oh, she took the train. There's absolutely no way in the time period that the train could have got her there, so she is flying on unregistered planes, is what she's doing. Because the military is flying her between cities, unregistered, to certain cities to promote for the war effort, to get people to buy war bonds and get people to join the draft.
Yeah, and say slurs against the Japanese.
Actually, she wasn't doing that.
Oh, that's good.
Other people with her were.
Did you find anything about her saying nice things about the Japanese at the time?
No.
Well, then we're just going to assume it as a false positive.
At this time, she found out her husband was having an affair. Now, here's the thing that's fun is there's a future thing that one of us, Chris or I, will do. There's a hotel that appeared on Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures that has a creek running through the middle of it. Like, they built this whole thing around this creek, and that is where Clark Gable found out his wife died. And so there's a residual haunt of a man running from the bar to the front door and knocking over things. And his ghost still knocks over chairs today in this place.
Why don't they just not put chairs in that area?
Okay, if you have a ghost that knocks over chairs and you are a hotel...
If you got a ghost that knocks over chairs, you move the chairs.
No, sir. If you are if you are a hotel that was luxurious 80 years ago, you play on every note you can play on, sir, because then you do not have to update a single thing.
Okay, can I say one thing?
Yes.
You can play on that without actually putting the chairs there.
I just feel like you're being a bitch to the ghost.
Okay, it's Clark Gable who cheated on his wife. I'm going to add tax.
For how long?
Every night, I tell everybody, once you go to bed, don't come to the bar. I throw out tax. So Clark Gable, who is a cheating motherfucker, his ghost steps on cold iron tax and has a very unenjoyable evening.
Oh, you said tax like the floor tax, not tax like TAX tax.
I'm going to make everything more difficult for this motherfucker who is not monogamous with his wife.
Okay, fair. I just like...
I do not believe I'm wrong in this situation. In any case, if you Google Carol Lombard, if either of you wish to do that, you will see that Clark Gable was a goddamn fucking fool. In any case, she found out her husband was cheating, so she tried to rush home, and she died in a plane crash in the Sierra Nevada. There is belief that she was murdered either by the what would eventually become the House Committee against the House Committee of Un-American Activities, because they feared she was a communist, but also because of Japanese sympathizers.
She looks familiar.
She is an absolutely beautiful woman.
Absolutely beautiful woman, but I'm also like, I've seen her before.
She was the highest paid actress in 1942.
I wasn't alive then.
No, you weren't. But
yeah,
if you've seen a black and white movie, there's a good chance she has had a role in it. She is one of the most successful actresses of the era.
Was she in? What was she in?
You'll have to Google it.
Hold on, I'll get there. I just wanted to see the two of them together.
Oh, they're like really lovey-dovey in the pictures. But...
Yeah, you notice how much older than him or her he looks?
Yeah, but that's not hard.
Also, smoking did that to you back then. Now, in any case, there is belief she was murdered. The mystery of Flight 3 has been investigated for years. This Flight 3, Chris, I'm going to hand this to you. Flight 3 is a true crime event that could be investigated 4 days and has multiple books written about it.
Is it Cooper, whatever his name is?
No. This is her flight crashing to the Sierra Nevada because there's no reason it should have done it. There's no reason that, based on weather or anything, it is an anomaly on how a plane flew into the side of a goddamn mountain.
But it sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up because we've been having fun today.
Yeah. Now, on that note, the propylaeum bought all of the suite's furniture and put it on display on the 3rd floor. We slept across the hallway from it.
Can I just point out real quick that we were there for 3 nights. 3 days, 2 nights.
2 nights.
3 days, 2 nights. And for 2 days, and at least 1.5 nights, we didn't know that wasn't the room she died in.
We didn't know she didn't die in that room.
That's the whole thing. It's like they had a whole room that was roped off, and they were like, "This is where a dead lady was," and we're like, "Oh, don't touch that.
Don't go in there. Don't cross the red rope."
That's a hard pass on that concept.
Well, to be
Destination.
fair,
What the fuck are you still doing there?
Here's the thing: we didn't know that wasn't the room she died in. One, we found out she didn't die in that room. We're like, oh, okay, this is the last place she slept. No, last place she slept was a hotel that had this same furniture
from the room.
They took the furniture from the hotel and they put it in this building. The fuck you say? You wanted to be haunted.
No, it's not that they want to be haunted. You secondhand famous.
Secondhand haunted.
You bought somebody's Daisy Dukes at an estate sale that died.
Gross.
I'm not wrong, though.
I'm not wrong either. Gross.
Yep. So, since 2012, the propylaeum is classified as a nonprofit. They offer history tours, and something we didn't get is that if you book it, they have a ghost tour. Now, since there are ghost tours...
It was booked. Why didn't we have a ghost tour?
Because we were there with some vanillas that were getting married. And
white people.
And the less than vanilla whites. The bride didn't get the dictate that we got to do a seance. Because that was actually one of the offerings.
How do we not
She was actually in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which was a movie
box.
I think they remade.
Huh?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they remade, and it had Will Smith in it.
Did they?
Is it Will Smith, or did they have...
Like, I know the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie version.
Yeah, okay, so that's the one I'm thinking of. That is like a completely different actor.
They made a TV version that did not involve Will Smith, but it involved someone else.
Yeah.
And that was a fun TV show.
No, let's get
Okay,
to
Mr. and Mrs.
ghosts.
Smith. 1 second, Hewitt. I understand that you're like doing a thing. 1 second. I love you, buddy.
I'm going to stop.
Hey, he's doing a thing called a whole damn podcast.
Yeah, and you're over here letting me know that you need
Brad Pitt, yes. Brad Pitt, he is not Will Smith. That is a different...
You know what? Will Smith is a tall, well-built African-American man.
And then there's a 2014 series.
And then Brad Pitt is a dude from Alabama that's face is not offensive.
It actually stars Donald Glover and
That's what it was, yeah.
Maya Erskine.
Okay, I kind of need to go find that one now.
It's fun.
I love Donald Glover.
It's a fun fucking show. Donald Glover's a spy. It's fun.
It's good. Now, here's the thing. Ghosts. I don't know how we got distracted on this.
The boo-ha-ha.
It's the boo-ha. Now, ghosts. The staff at the mansion mentioned that the 3rd floor is haunted, and the most active...
Wait. Is it haunted by ghosts?
Yes.
Okay.
What else is it haunted by?
IRS. It is the most...
The DHS coming in.
Motherfucker.
I'll fucking throw hands. Now, mostly on the 3rd floor, what has been reported are noises, doors opening and closing, shadows, and voices. Now, I didn't write this down. The only ghost that actually kind of fucks with me is a mimic. Many people have reported on the 3rd floor hearing a family member call them into a room that no one else is in.
Can I give you a...
No.
No, wait. I want to give you a...
No.
I want to give you a
No.
theory on how to deal with
I'm going to give you a
mimics
no.
Or on Wendy's
Nope.
or anything like that.
Nope.
You leave.
Nope.
No. Okay.
No.
Can I-
You just leave.
No, can I just give this?
Yeah,
theory?
go ahead, dog. Nope. Go ahead, dog.
Leave him be.
Let me just get this up.
Say a piece. Nope. No, say a piece.
Like, you just gotta be weird at them.
Nope.
You just gotta out weird them.
You gotta outfuck the ghosts.
Okay, like if
When a
they're-
ghost comes to scare you, freak it out.
Just whip out your raging hard
Do some weird shit.
resolution.
you joke, but like, okay, if there was like a Wendy that was trying to be like, and then they're just sitting
You
there.
know what? That doesn't help you with 1/3 of the group.
I can't imagine that a cryptid would be all like, you know what?
Dennis.
Never mind. Totally not your mom. I'm gonna go now.
How do you know?
Oh,
How do you know?
Now, here's the
though?
thing is, hold on. I tried
How do
to...
you know?
How do you know it's not gonna happen?
Guys, I
I don't know.
gotta throw this one out in the equation that you're building. So here's the thing is, I pretended to grave, and then all of a sudden you're like,
I'm sorry.
I picked the wrong voice from your head. I'm gonna go now.
you know what? I'm gonna leave. And all
I'm
of a
gonna
sudden
come back in 5 minutes as your wife.
No,
But
here's the thing
wait.
is, Graves just gonna go, sweetie ghost. Sweetie the ghost.
Yeah, y'all are trying to like make this
Oh,
making
it's
fun of
dribbling
me.
to the left.
Y'all are making fun of me, but y'all are even saying in your fucking own heads that I'm fucking winning against this Wendy.
I don't think winning's the correct terminology.
I consider it winning because I'm
only,
not dead.
You know what?
Okay?
We gotta stop calling them Wendy's. The only way you can win against Ted Cruz.
God damn it.
On behalf of Backwoods Obscura, I'm very sorry for our ratchet behavior. We have learned our lesson. We will not record a podcast right after a podcast we do about beer at 12:30 in the morning. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of this clusterfuck.
Wait, let's not say no. Wait,
Future Chris.
No. Okay, you win. Let's.
Are we
let's
done?
continue.
Are we done? Okay,
Oh my
so-
god.
So, one staff
Wait,
member.
Ted Cruz is a Wendy?
No,
Okay.
he at best he's
End
a
of conversation.
You know, at best he's an Arby's.
This
that
is
only
going
has
to
one
be
of-
a weird episode to edit.
Let me replace it. He is a Dollar General employee because he's the only one there. He assumes he has responsibility. He can be fired at any moment, but he will still leave and leave the front door unlocked so we can all get expired meat at any given point.
But he is within eye shot of a Wendy's, and so it kind of counts.
Yes. Now, several staff members have reported a woman walking around the top floor and down the back stairwell, as well as walking down the large front stairwell. Now, here's the thing is I now have where I would have read this if Jed and I were not both here. So, personal counts. Jed, I turn it over to you on what you experienced.
Okay. So,
I'm also going to steal this.
yeah, that's yours. You don't have to steal
I
it.
didn't bring it.
It belongs to you.
Who gave it to you?
Topher. So we were sitting in the groom's room, right? Drinking some beer, we're hanging out, we're braiding a rope for the ceremony the next day.
Not just a rope. We're braiding the wedding cords because they didn't do it.
Braiding the cords.
To be fair, they had an amazing place.
Yeah. And so I'm sitting in a chair that is across the hallway, across the long hallway, down the long hallway, from the creepy room with all the children's stuff in it. And also parallel to the stairway, the back stairway that we had talked about.
And perpendicular to the hallway that went to our room.
Yes. It's kind of an L shape. We're at the corner of that L. I'm sitting there. I can see that room out of the corner of my eye. The hallway light is on. And as I'm sitting there, a shadow appears near the door and walks or moves towards the end of the hallway where the nursery children's room is.
Where we left Tyler to die.
Tyler wasn't there at the time.
We totally abandoned him.
In a way, so the shadow moved to that room in a way that it seemed like someone was walking down the hallway. But there was no one else at the building than us. And the only way someone could have cast those shadows was if they were in the stairs, coming up the stairs. But there was no one that came up the stairs.
We would have heard it. They're angled and janky.
We would have heard it, and I would have saw it because I was staring at the stairs by the end of this time. Like, I saw it happen, and I turned my head, and nothing showed up. It just, the shadow went into the darkness, and I sat there and I stared for a second. I waited, and then you said, Jed.
You good?
You good? And I said, Hewitt, I am not good.
Why?
And I explained to him what I just saw. And he asked me a question.
No, you stood up, and I go, are you going to white people this?
Yeah. He asked me a question. I was like, I stood up because he's like, are you going to white people this? You going to go investigate? And I walked to the end of the room, and I shut the door to the room we were in, and I went back and sat down because I if they're going to come get me, they're going to come through this door.
And you cracked another beer. That's the thing
like,
I love.
It was a combination of I'm not dealing with this, but also I'm not dealing with this sober. I am going to drink another beer.
There is no way we can get downstairs without dealing with a ghost.
The ghost is outside. We're just going to shut the door and let it do its business. And if it comes in here, it comes in here.
Do you remember that you slightly put a chair between you and it? Like,
yeah.
As you walk past the other, like there's a couch, there's a table, and 2 chairs. As he's walking back from the door, he slightly turned this big back chair, didn't put it at the door.
I didn't wedge it in the door.
He
just kind of moved it over.
Like, there's a good 8 feet between the door and the chair. He just turned it and then sat back down and went back to braiding a gold cord going, we'll deal with it.
It's honestly, if it's going to come at me, ghosts can come through walls. I understand that concept. But I'm going to shut this door. Damn it. At the very least, it knows, nuh-uh, not here, please.
Now, as he did that, I got up and we got a beer out of the fridge in the closet and went back to Brady going, well, if we see a ghost. The other thing that's great, according to my notes, we also heard doors closing on the 3rd and 2nd floor when we were the only ones in the building.
Okay, so I feel like we should preface this a little bit.
Yes.
So
this seems like it could be like...
What happened was...
What happened was...
So we were at the welcome party for the bride and groom, right?
And then we got bored.
We didn't get bored. Let me finish.
Bored.
We're at the party. Everybody's having a great time. We knew we had shit to do.
And I had shit.
And so we left the party and went back to the mansion. But we were the first and only people that went back to the mansion.
We had to go through the security door on the side of the gable.
Yeah. There was no one else there in the entire mansion other than us two.
We had a 7-bedroom, 5-bath mansion to ourselves.
So when I tell you that we're at the 3rd floor, there's no one else there. There's no one on the 2nd floor. There's no one on the 1st floor. There's nobody else on the 3rd floor. We are in a room with each other, and there's nobody else there. And we hear the wood creaking from someone walking. We hear the doors shutting. We hear doors opening.
We heard a grunt.
A solid grunt, yeah.
A solid grunt, like a ugh. And then the door opened. To be fair, the doors on the 2nd floor were big fucking doors.
Yeah, and play around.
No. But, like, the thing is like, we left, we went and got beer at Whole Foods, and then we did a TikTok that has some solid views of us white girl dancing to, I Don't Know You, or, what is it, This Is Crazy?
Here's my number, but call me baby.
Call me maybe, that's the name of the song, Call Me Maybe. We danced to the 3rd floor, blaring white girl music to attract the ghosts. We might have succeeded.
That's how you attract the ghost. White girl music.
Now, that same night, I had an experience because the internet did not work great on the 3rd floor. So we went all the way to the base, or to the base floor, the main floor. First floor, yeah, there you go. That's the word. And Jed and Bosch were working on the playlist. Now, we had a bunch of water, additional beer that was not the beer we brought and put in the mini fridge upstairs, because I'm not walking to the 3rd floor to get a beer. So I was like, I'm going to go to the mini fridge on the 1st floor and get a drink. I walk over to the mini fridge and I see something pass through, because the mini fridge is in the butler's pantry. And then there's 2 rooms that were the kitchen behind it. I go, hey, someone walk through it. So then I walk back because I know how many people are in the house at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And this was great. Jed sees me go, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I got everybody accounted for. And then I go back to the kitchen, and then he hears me through multiple walls go, nope.
It's real weird seeing a man in huge stature and walk into a room and confidently count people.
Grab a new beer.
Like he's a lifeguard who decided, oh, wait, no, I need to realize exactly how many people are in this pool. He came in the room. He counted people. Okay, 5. Cool. 5. That's the total. 5. They're all here. Accounted for. I'm going to go the other direction where there is no outlet, where they cannot be.
Where we have water and a fridge, because we've been drinking for a hot minute and I need water.
And then he sees what he saw, and I just hear a nope.
As I saw a shadow. So the butler's pantry is like a line, and then there's 2 rooms behind it, and there's a door between those 2 rooms, as well as a room to the butler's pantry. So there's you can do a little circle in there. And I watched someone go through the room to the kitchen and then stop and turn. And that's when I said nope, and I left with my bottle of water. These are the innocuous dealing with entities at that place, because I was the officiant. We did a very lovely wedding.
There was one more.
What? Oh.
Me waking up in the middle of the night.
No. Yes, actually tell that one before I get to the wedding day, yes.
So, I had a good night's sleep. I don't remember a single thing about this.
I did not.
My feet got caught in the footboards from time to time, but overall, solid night of sleep.
That bed was garbage.
Wait, you... Is this the ghost story?
This is additional.
What happened to me?
So, I'm having trouble sleeping on a bed that I am biologically larger than.
I'm knocked out.
How are you biologically larger than the bed?
Measurably.
By mass.
Okay,
weight.
so that's like...
By mass.
I knew what he
weigh more.
meant. Okay.
By length, I'm longer than. I slept one corner to another corner, and my feet still got tied up in the tines of the footboard.
Diagon Alley.
So I'm laying there at 3 a.m. in the morning, waking up like I do every 3 a.m. now for some reason. And what does Goosehead Jed do? Sit up, full up in his bed, look directly at the door to our room and go, nope! And then collapse on our bed and on his bed and start snoring. And I'm looking over like, what the absolute fuck? Like, here's my thing, is like, if the door opened and a lady in white walked in and go, boys, I'm like, oh shit, this is where we are today and I can't get out.
Is it a Lady Dimitrescu or was it a Hat Man?
It's not, okay, 1, the Hat Man is not welcomed. I did not do Benadryl. 2, if Lady D walked in, she would have had to duck down with that dump truck ass that she has in that, 1930s whole thing. And I'm not trying to be sexist, but like the whole thing about Lady D is there's a whole lot of curves there that would destroy me. I'd probably be like, well, Jed, this is how we die, boy.
Death by snoo-snoo.
Death by snoo-snoo. No, Jed just sits up and goes, nope, at the door that is completely closed, and then collapses on the bed, and I'm rolling over going, that absolute fuck.
I fully believe that
the ghost
something was trying to come at me. Someone was trying to possess me, and I rebuked it in the middle of the night.
You did a turn undead.
Absolutely turned undead.
You were Vinkman wasn't a piece of shit.
I sat straight up, said nope, and it didn't happen. But also, there was a little bit of alcohol involved in that night, and by a little bit, I mean a good bit.
A lot.
Just you going like, I understand that you're attracted to me, but I'm married, and no.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is,
I am married, bitch.
Madam, you're as white can get up here in Indiana. No. But no, the thing is, when he all of a sudden sits up and goes, nope, like okay, two of us at this table are very easy projectable with what we yell.
Yep.
If you watch Team Bonus Actions Flames of Time, two of us project highly well.
Yep.
When you get that at like 3 a.m. in the morning, nope. And you roll over and go, Jed, what the hell? And he's sitting up straight, looking at everybody. Or looking at a door, and then just flops dead as hell on the bed going, well, door opens, there's a ghost. That's just what we're doing. However, I think I do have two of the better events that happened on wedding day.
You experienced more of them because I didn't really experience that last one.
Yeah. So
I wasn't there, but
on the wedding day, we had a very lovely service. It was great. We started drinking, and then I very quickly burned out on people. Plus, whenever I get nervous or warm or upset, I get the bubble tummy. So I went back to the second floor to use the potty. And I didn't go to the potty that was off of the bride's mother's room. I went to the one off of the main hallway. So I'm sitting there in this like L-shaped, like nearly the size of a bedroom bathroom, just going, oh God, this sucks. And I watch, they like had a curio cabinet that opened. I went, oh, okay, whatever, magnets. And then it closed, and it had a little metal like 2-inch latch, and I watched it flip and close. And my first response was, ma'am, I'm taking a shit.
Time out. Rewind, but slower.
Yeah.
You're taking a shit.
Yep. I went to the second floor to take a shit because no one else was there.
There's no one else in the room because you're taking a shit.
Yeah.
The door's shut.
Yes.
Your room by yourself.
So there's like 8 foot from the hallway,
and then the cabinet opens.
And so it's an L shape.
Yeah.
So you walk about 8 feet in, and then there's a potty. There's a sink that was knee depth, and past that was some type of Hobby Lobby storage unit. It might be older than that, but I looked at it and it was about the same quality, even if it was built back in the day.
Okay.
So it opened, and I went, whatever. I've built these things because I used to work at Hobby Lobby. Chris remembers when I worked at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, sometimes they come unlatched.
And they unlatch because they're built with really shitty magnets. And I was like, whatever. When it closed and the little thing flipped back over the handle, I went,
that's too much right there.
Huh.
See,
as I'm taking a thunderous shit.
It opening can be described.
A full level 4.
Hewitt, would you say that was flipping weird?
It was flipping weird because in the middle of this, Chris, I was shitting a third of my body weight.
Did you say that you were scared shitless?
It didn't scare the shit out of me because the shit was already coming. However, it did not alleviate the situation.
Yeah,
my first response is,
I am like,
I would have shit more.
So my first response to this entire situation, grave, was, ma'am, I am using the bathroom.
You're in there.
Poor timing, Ghost. Poor timing.
My follow-up was, ma'am, could you not?
Well, you're in their space. You're the one that's an invader.
Yes, I'm in their space, but I am literally in the middle of a not quite diarrhea shit.
But that's a you problem.
Yes. However, I will very quickly make it the ghost problem.
This is a personal problem. I'm here to
because here's my thing. If the ghost walked out of the wall, boo, motherfucker. I'm like, I'm shitting, motherfucker, and I'm not leaving it until I wipe.
The ghost comes out, ooh, Gucci,
and then also the ghost goes, oh, the ghost goes to me, oh, Oh, how do you know that? Yeah, this shit is so bad that the ethereal plane can smell it. You know how bad? You know how much iron I had eaten?
You know,
it's enough to tank the supernatural.
I would have thrown everything within arm's length at that ghost. If that's
So when I see everything closed, my only response was, "Ma'am, could you not?"
Everything would have went that direction, and then afterwards, they were like, "Hey, can you pass the paper back?"
Anyway,
so the thing is, we do that, but then when the wedding's done and we got most people out, I'm going upstairs to take stuff back to because Kyle gave me some stuff to throw back in on the couch. I'm going up, and when you get up the stairs, there's a conference room, and then there is the bridal suite. And when I walked past the conference room, something stood up from a table, and I went, "Fucking stop!" And then I went and put stuff upstairs. Then when I came back down, it was still standing there and walked towards me. And then, Chris, you see me do this. I decided to walk into the room with the supernatural fucking entity like it was my fucking problem.
White people doing white people shit.
I feel like I'm made out of cold iron and grit.
Were you
white people doing white people shit?
I was okay. Here's the thing: I was not drunk. Was I slightly sauced? Yes. Did I walk in there?
Were you pelican sauce?
No. Did I walk in there and make something that was staring at me walk into a wall where Kyle and his wife slept? Yes, I did, and I apologize if y'all had a weird evening. Because I was like, could you not? We have a special evening. You're fucking it up.
So that means he was drunker than he realized.
Yes. Chris, how drunk was I when I chased a Confederate ghost into the shadows at Raven House?
Why God?
Not very, actually.
No,
you weren't
Did the ghost say racial slurs?
You weren't even slightly sauce when we were at McRaven.
So we took a break at McRaven House, and Chris is like, "We're getting away from the dude smoking because the two of us will want to smoke if he smokes." And then all of a sudden, Chris goes, he's just sitting there talking, and then it turns around, "Here, where are you?" And then I walk out of the darkness. I thought I saw something. There's nothing there. I literally watched something walk off the porch and went, "Motherfucker, where are you going?" That's how Hewitt hunts ghosts.
I fought a pelican.
And I don't hunt ghosts. I am in the general vicinity of ghosts. There's no hunting involved.
So what, y'all are all still singing "Mama just killed a man"? I'm staring down a ghost on the second floor like, "Hey, you're fucking up my friend's wedding."
I hear you, some bitch.
Anyway.
So let's get to some trip advisors of this place. Great for events and wonderful staff, 5-star.
Amazing staff.
The waiting staff are old and the food was cold, 2-star. That's the brunch that they offer on Sundays.
There was a brunch on Sunday?
There's brunches on Sundays when you don't have a wedding.
We weren't there.
Yeah, no. They don't offer it if there's a wedding.
Well, then how did you gauge the brunch?
I went to TripAdvisor and read.
Reviews. This is other people's reviews. Got it.
Food too expensive, pretty tough. Steak ain't good, 2-star. Room full of creepy dolls, 1-star.
Why'd you stay in that room, dumbass?
Can't agree.
Because they booked it and there's other people there. Mean staff, toilet too small. Hated every minute of it, 1-star. Murder mystery was fun. Food was okay, 3-star. The staff ignored my food allergies, 1-star. Toilet clogged my first night. None on site to help. Got locked out, 1-star.
Oh my God.
Okay, so time out. Toilet clogged your first night. I'm sorry that happened to you, but the building was built in 1890.
To be fair, my balls are bigger than the fucking toilet.
All the toilets are small. You should gauge your actions after that. You being locked out is a personal problem because we had codes.
So my problem when we did the white girl dancing.
Yeah. So the second grouping of stairs. So not from the first floor to the second floor, but from the second floor to the third floor.
While going from the first all the way to the third, the servant stairs in the back.
The servant stairs in the back, from the second to the third, were slanted in just enough of a way to where if you're a little bit tipsy, you're gonna fall.
But you're gonna fall and hit shit and not fall all the way off.
Yeah, it's fun times.
Now, my sources, Grave and Goose, thepropylaeum.org, www.in.gov, propylaeum, cdw1745.com, and a bunch of letters for a website. The Children's
Wait,
Museum.org.
Hewitt. Where are the bunch of letters?
The whole alphabet that makes sense when you put them in the right order.
You're not saying the front of these things.
I ain't going to do the HTTPS.
HTTPS /
www. The Children's Museum. In case the Indianapolis Children's Museum that now has a full-size brontosaurus outside of it looking in. A 7-story building. Plus a sports complex that's not part of the thing, but is part of the thing. Like your kids would love all ends of the Indianapolis Children's Museum because you can climb over goddamn everything except the Chihuly exhibit in the middle of the stairwell.
They do it anyway.
No, the Chihuly exhibit is a one-eyed man that does blown glass.
They would do it anyway.
And he will come out and fight them personally, like I will solo her from Elden Ring.
Anyway.
My money's on, you know what? I don't know about Eli, but my money's on Arthur.
True.
He is a straight strength build.
Your money should be on Arthur.
Digitallibrary.indiana.gov, historicalindianapolis.com, knpr.org, images.indianapolishistory.org, the IndyEncyclopedia.org, and www.visitindy.com, Indianapolis propylaeum.
Well, this is a special episode, Hewitt, because
you don't remember it tomorrow.
I'm not going to remember it tomorrow. I'm tired as fuck.
The IndyEncyclopedia.org. It's .com.
But it has our friend fucking Goosehead Jed right here.
Hi.
Not gonna lie, the only reason we did this tonight is because we don't know when all three of us are going to be in the same location at one time.
It doesn't matter, but
we got at least 2 weeks after this
It's
weekend.
totally cool that we just drank a bunch of beer before this, and
it makes it better because we told ghost stories between the two of you and me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A ghost haunted me while it's shit.
I saw one, and I shut the door on it.
Anyway, we are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. We sometimes post on social media, but we're also Team Bonus Action.
What?
Team Bonus Action is a group of friends who like to play on Sundays and occasionally play games throughout the rest of the week. We are not currently partnered with anybody. If you could donate to the Trip Project, we would greatly appreciate it to help trans youth find a safe place to live. What?
I'm just saying. I'm just like accenting what you're doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had a hype man, didn't know it. If you can help them, we greatly appreciate it because they need a safe place to live. Because right now they're targeted more than ever, and also they need gender affirming care.
Hey,
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And if you have some type of weird whatever fuck with that, still donate to them because help the fucking kids, you asshole.
Yeah, you bitch.
I hope you have a good day or night, whatever time it is over there.